Hamas and company mass murdered babies, children, defenseless people of all ages, sexually abused and committed other atrocities inside of Israel on October 7, 2023, which started the Gaza war that never should have been. Hamas wages war using civilians to hide behind and beneath. Not a single child would have died in Gaza from war had Hamas not deliberately built tunnels to protect themselves and not a single bomb shelter above ground to protect civilians. Hamas wages war using civilian structures and surrounds themselves with civilians from which to wage war and ensure that civilians, including children, are sacrificed to fulfill their demented vision of martyrdom and to achieve their propaganda aims. There is not an army in the world that can fight terrorists, be it against Hamas, Boko Haram, Al-Shabaab, ISIS, Islamic Jihad, RSF, Al-Qaeda, Allied Democratic Forces, Hezbollah, or any of the many others that wage war and terror, hiding beneath and in the midst of civilians without incurring civilian casualties. There is not a single army in the world that could have fought the war against Hamas in Gaza without incurring an equal or far greater number of civilian casualties. And just to be clear, murder, deliberately murdering, and casualties of war are not the same, no matter how much supporters of terrorists try to conflate the two. Israel gets blamed and Hamas is held blameless. This is consistent with the long-standing evil of blame the Jew for everything and hold responsible everyone else for nothing. This is not to say that Israel is not accountable for its actions. All nations and militaries must be held accountable, and Israel is no exception. However, the mindless condemnation and demonizing of Jews and Israelis, regardless of what they do or do not do, does not achieve this. It only shields and encourages Hamas and others that want genocide against the Jews. And Hamas has long proved this not only in their words, but also in their actions before and after October 7th. If only on October 8th, 2023, the day after the Hamas and company mass atrocities against even babies, girls, women, defenseless people of all ages, if only there had been widespread condemnation instead of the widespread support and defense this great evil received, the whole war in Gaza could have been averted. The world should have made it clear that Hamas, just like ISIS, must never hold any territory. As long as weak-minded people need a target to hate, a scapegoat, an enemy to demonize and blame for everything, thereby holding themselves blameless and unaccountable, there will be the ancient and all too familiar demonic hatred against Jews. All of the world suffers because of this demonic hatred, including the many suffering in Sudan, Nigeria, Mali, Congo region, Yemen, Afghanistan, Myanmar, Somalia, and in far more places. In the Sudan, there is now mass murder, sexual abuse, real genocide, and starvation. It falls on deaf ears because there is no Jew to condemn and blame. Mindless conformity, groupthink, virtue signaling phoniness, the demonic need to demonize and have a target to hate and despise ensures the world stays washed in blood, poverty, misery, and suffering.